Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Lisa Douglass-Doe here, your leadership and life coach. Listen, you all know that I am passionate about empowering women, making sure that we are getting into leadership roles all across this great nation and around the world. And I recently read a great quote by Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I thought that this would be a great lesson for us to talk about today. So let me read the quote. Women belong in all places where decisions are being made. It shouldn't be that women are the exception. So I want to take the next few minutes to give some tips and also provide a little bit of context and examples that I've experienced, and even give you guys some ideas on how you can really embrace what this means in your life. Okay. So let's break down the first portion, which is claiming your seat at the table. And sometimes you may have to even build your own table. But sometimes we lack the confidence to speak up, to self promote in various situations, whether it's in your job or in a business deal. And so I want to encourage you all to be able to remember you have to have some positive self talk. You also need to give yourself some great affirmations. I know people always at the beginning of the year, they may start off with their affirmations and they start to wean off before the next couple of weeks. But I want to really remind you all that you talk to yourself more than anyone else talks to you. So having that positive self-talk and affirmations for yourself will help you to stay focused and to build your confidence. You also need to visualize yourself in those powerful situations. When you practice and rehearse things over and over and you see yourself doing it, you'll have the courage to speak up in real life and to make it happen for yourself. All right. So this will help you to prepare and also to speak up so that way you can have a seat in the table, because there's not enough ladies that are at the table right now. Okay, can I get an amen? I want you to put in the comments if you're like, yes, positive self-talk is for me. I'm going to make sure I'm better in 2024. Make sure you put some comments below. The second thing I want to address is challenging the stereotype. There are many professions out there where there just aren't enough women in leadership roles. And I wanted to give you some examples of where people have broken through the barriers and ladies have been able to get, it may have taken a long time, but we are starting to make strides in certain areas. There's two people I want to highlight here. One is in sports, and male sports we know is very dominant in the professional space. So I wanted to highlight in 2020, Kim Ng, she became the first female to be the general manager of Major League Baseball. All right. She's the first woman in history to actually hold that title here in North America. That's a big deal. She was able to do it. And think about where you work today, and maybe you don't see yourself right now, you don't see a lot of ladies in leadership roles. Don't let that deter you. You can do it as well. So make sure that you look for opportunities to speak up for yourself, volunteer, propose ideas in meetings. Don't be the person that always comes with complaints to the manager on, or you're like, or challenges. What the manager is looking for is that you have the initiative to not just come with the challenge but also come with a potential resolution to that challenge. That shows that you have leadership skills when you're already coming with the ideas to that manager, so you can be promoted in the future. All right. Another example of women making strides in male dominated sports is Jennifer King. She made history in 2021. She was the first Black female assistant coach in the NFL. She joined the Washington Football League in 2020 as a coaching intern, and then she was promoted to assistant coach in the NFL. So those are just two examples of women who are making it happen in male dominated sports. That means you can do it in your profession, whether it's engineering, human resources, finances. It doesn't matter. What can you do today so that way you're noticed and can be seen as a leader where you are? It may also be in network marketing. I have a lot of people who follow me from the network marketing space. Shout out to you guys. Listen, what can you do to duplicate the leadership that's training you? Maybe you need to practice your public speaking. Maybe you need to volunteer to do the presentations for you and your team going forward instead of relying on someone else. That'll show great leadership skills to your upline, so that way you can be promoted based on your activities, you'll start to see some things happening in your business, okay? Number 3 is cultivating those leadership skills. You need to have continuous growth. We can't just be like a tree that's planted and we never learn and we never move any further, right? We have to continue to pour into ourselves, invest in different things so that way you can grow your skills, your talents. God gives us talents, but we have to continue to nurture them in order to grow and to get to the next level, ladies. So let's make sure that we're doing that. Think about what type of certifications you may need to do in order to get to the next level. If you have something in mind that you've been thinking about in 2024, put it in the comments. I want to hear from you. I want to be able to provide some feedback as well. It could be also maybe Toastmasters. Maybe you need to increase your communication skills, your presentation skills, so that way you can be seen and heard. Maybe it's active listening. Some of us we'll talk, and when it's time to listen to someone else, we're thinking about the response instead of really listening to what the person is saying to us. So these are just some skills that we can work on to become better leaders in the future, ladies. All right. What about networking? In order to grow your business, in order to expand who you are associated with, you need to get out of your house, especially if you're working from home, right? Maybe you only go into the office 2 or 3 days a week. Well, what networking event that can you go to over the next couple of weeks that you can expand who you're communicating with? Well, maybe you need some ideas. You could check Eventbrite. You could check meetups and have an opportunity to meet some new people so that way you can expand who you're connected with in the future. All right. And then number 4 is supporting others. As you start to grow, it's always important to uplift those around you. There's always someone watching you because you are inspiring others. All right. So think about who it is that's watching you that you can give back to and help them in their journey of success as well. An example of that is thinking about some of the different meetups. Oh, I already talked about the meetups, but think about who's in your circle that may be new in the work environment that needs some assistance. Maybe they need some feedback on their resume. Volunteer and help other people. That also could be another area. Places where you can volunteer and provide your services. It'll help you to feel good inside, and you're helping others at the same time. Okay. So as I wrap up, I just want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. I'm going to continue to provide some free content on this channel that's all about leadership and empowering your life for the better. Please continue to share with others if you feel it's valuable. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. All right. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.